Hi, my name is Ed Eibel, and my area of interest for my dissertation is school improvement and accreditation in international schools. Accreditation in international schools is a cycle of continuous improvement. I became interested in this cycle through my experience in accreditation in two different international schools. In Vietnam, I worked with the team for the initial visit, follow-up visit, and accreditation with the Western Association for Schools and Colleges at the American School of Vietnam in Ho Chi Minh City. Currently, I'm at the Asia American International School in Linkou, Taiwan. In both instances, I was working with WASC, the Western Association of Schools and Colleges, in their Focus on Learning program for accreditation. Accreditation should not be a checklist of things you do and then you're done to improve your school or make your school ready for students. Accreditation is a cycle. Normally, WASC will have provisional accreditation for 3 years or full accreditation for 6 years, but every year the schools must do a study of what they're doing and how well they're doing it. The accreditation process is a prescribed routine that is conducted on a periodic basis as a means of critically reflecting on the school organization and its personal resources and achievements. That is the school still doing what it's supposed to be doing? Is it maintaining a high quality level? And also, is it improving? Is it growing? Two questions WASC will ask schools to ask constantly during this process is so and how do you know? So we're doing all this stuff. We're creating schools, we're opening a computer lab, putting together a library, we're hiring teachers. So, does it fulfill a purpose? Is it worth doing? And then how do you know? What evidence is there that you are successful? Questions such as the following need to be asked by all stakeholders. What should all students know and be able to do upon exit from the school? What does it mean to be an educated person? What is the most effective preparation of students for the future? Now, the way WASC recommends to do this is the school has a vision and mission statement and develops learning outcomes. Now, these learning outcomes dictate what a student should look like, what traits they should have when they graduate. And these shape everything the school does, from hiring to facilities to curriculum to co-curricular activities and clubs. Now, at my current school, the Asia American International Academy, we have a vision statement, which is we are a caring community dedicated to student success. Our learning outcomes are all students at the school are critical thinkers, effective communicators, active learners, community contributors, and persons of high character. Now that we have established this, all the stakeholders have agreed that these are the expected outcomes. This is what we want all of our students to be. Every step the school takes should be towards making the students these 5 things. Implementing these outcomes requires every part of the school, every decision the school makes has to go towards them. The attainment of these learning expectations drives the instructional program and support operations of the school and therefore is integral to the school's accreditation process. For school improvement and accreditation, this is the recipe. The next part is finding evidence to see if you have followed the recipe correctly. With the growth of international schools in the Asia region seeking accreditation from organizations like the International Baccalaureate or organization, the Council for International Schools or WASC, there is a growing market in Asia for people who understand what is authentic and valid evidence for schools. To improve the schools, you have to identify what the expected school-wide learning outcomes look like and to what extent the school is succeeding. So what does a critical thinker look like and how do we know the school is helping the students become it? What does a effective communicator look like, and to what extent is the school helping students reach that ideal? My research would be in what schools can do to implement and how they can assess implementation of the learning outcomes. Currently at the Asian American International Academy, I have worked with other teachers that the learning outcomes are part of teacher evaluations. It's also, we're working on making it a part of a standard rubric the teachers will use. And my research would be how effective are these methods in implementing the learning outcomes. Awareness that assessment of student learning is the foundation of self-evaluation. What is the point of having these great goals if you don't know how to identify if you're succeeding? That is the basis of my research.